Now, I'm sure you're all familiar with the DVD, The Secret. I remember purchasing this video or the DVD back, it was like 3-4 years ago, and it was the talk of the town. Everybody was, The Secret. Everybody was talking about The Secret this, The Secret that. And I did, the visualization techniques. I have to say that I had some really positive result when I was implementing these things that The Secret talks about. I was visualizing in my mind a check, me holding a check, and with a smile, no specific amount, just me with a smile and holding a check. The thing is that I kept on visualizing, I kept on doing this on an everyday basis. And the thing is, remember, the mind is very powerful. I kept on visualizing, for every day, me holding a check. Visualizing, I guess throwing it out there. 3 weeks, I think it was 3 weeks later or 2 weeks later, I ended up winning the lottery. Not the lottery, not enough to retire, I wish, but not enough to retire, but in a span of 8 weeks, I won 4 different times, and it was on Proline, the sports lottery. And I was excited. I was like, wow. I'm like thinking, this really works. When can I get the Lotto Max? I'm just kidding, by the way. People were kind of flocking to me for that reason. They're like, oh my gosh, The Secret. They're like, so I mentioned to them, I mentioned to them about The Secret, and then everybody, that I knew wanted a copy. Oh yeah, let me borrow it. So I sort of got them into The Secret. I wanted to share with you this little, how do I say it, this test that I did. Now, if you're familiar with the DVD, if you're familiar with The Secret, then there is a clip. I forget the name of the person who's speaking at this time, but they mentioned that there was a study done in MIT. They were doing a research where a sprinter would run 100 meters, okay, in the mind. So basically, he was connected with all these wires, sensors, and all that around the body. And when the sprinter would run, all the muscles all the sensors, all the muscles were going off as if the guy was running in reality, but he wasn't. It was the mind running the 100-meter dash, which I found amazing. Which I found very intriguing. Now, when you think about it, I said to myself, hey, you know what? I'm going to conduct a test, okay, where in my mind, I'm going to visualize myself doing 300 sit-ups. Now, I'm not saying to replace, going to the gym and doing your exercises. Hey, that's cool. That's fine. This was just an experiment. It was a test to see, it was like a mind test, if you will. So I decided, to relax, meditate, do my meditation, and I lied down on my bed, and I was breathing in, out, relaxing the mind, and then I started to visualize myself in a gym with, that crunching thing. So I'm visualizing myself on the bench, or on the cruncher thing, I'll call it, and then I'm doing 300 in my mind. And the thing is that after 50, I started feeling a tingle in my abdomen area. And no, I didn't have to go to the bathroom or anything like that. It was as if I was actually doing the sit-ups. So when you're going like this, you feel the burn. After 50, I was like, oh my gosh. I was thinking, this is astounding. I'm like, wow. I found it very intriguing. It's like, I'm sort of into that, all that stuff, the developing the mind, because I think we only use 10% of our brain, but we in reality could use, sky's the limit, you know. So I was on 50, and then I was on 100, and then I kept, you know, doing it. So in my mind, I was visualizing repeatedly, over and over, doing the sit-ups. And after, what was it, good 200, my stomach was like, oh my gosh. I was like, wow, I could feel it. But this test, I wanted to see if that MIT research study was in fact legit. So I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to conduct this experiment myself to see if what they say is in reality true. You know, because you know how we're all skeptical bunch. You know, there's a lot of people that are skeptical. I'm an open-minded kind of guy. So I said, okay, I'm going to do it. So after 300, I got up and I was like, I'm moving around and I'm like, and it was like, oh my goodness, I felt the burn right here, and I was just lying down. But in my mind, I did 300 sit-ups. The thing is that I find it that I am willing to do this experiment, this test, if you will, but I find it that a lot of people don't have the patience. They don't have the patience to lie in their bed and visualize in their mind, you know. But yet the thing is that we do it every day, you know. Sometimes we daydream, you know. We're thinking of this, we're thinking of that, you know. We're thinking of a certain individual, and they put us in a good mood. Or you're thinking of an individual and they put you in a negative mood. So that's why it's important to think positive, you know what I mean? And the negative thoughts, the negative junk, get rid of it. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. I'd like to hear your feedback, your comments, and if you've tried the same experiment, what were your results? That's it for now. Have a good one. Peace.